2K Sports pregame show.
Plenty of excitement as we count down to tip-off here on 2K Sports. A little New Year's Eve hoops. This is very, very
When's the
festive.
countdown begin?
5,
4,
3,
2, Happy New Year!
Okay. Tonight we'll be watching the Indiana Pacers playing against the Atlanta Hawks. Looking at the Hawks, they've been a different team than the one we saw last season, and not for the better. They're currently 7th in the conference, quite a dip from where they were a year ago. It has been an interesting ride thus far. Kenny, some teams really improving after a sluggish start.
Yeah, well, credit the people running those franchises. Always look to improve. That's what you have to do if you're a franchise head. You can't just sit back and say, hey, we're going to accept this mediocrity.
No matter what your record is.
No question.
No, the season is a marathon, not a sprint.
Let me write that one down.
Just keep trusting yourself.
The season is a marathon.
Not a sprint.
Not a sprint.
And then make sure you put Shaq-Stradamus.
Shaq-Stradamus.
Did you actually make that up?
Something that was already said many moons ago.
I've never heard that
you're
before.
acting like it's your original thought.
It is my original
I've never heard
it's
that
not a
before.
marathon, it's a sprint. Yeah, get it.
Who said that before? I've never heard that.
Oh.
I got one for you, Ernie.
What's that?
E equals MC tripled.
Oh.
I've never heard that either.
No, nobody has ever said that either.
Think about it, though.
I've thought about it all I want.
I did the math. It doesn't work.
There is a buzz in the air in the sold-out arena here in Indianapolis, Indiana. Happy New Year's Eve. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports for the NBA. We're all dressed up and ready to go. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. The Hawks will kick off their road trip right here. They know this is the type of game they need to win if they're going to take the next step, facing a closely ranked team. No clear underdogs based on the tail of the tape.
And, you know, right now for Atlanta, I love what they've been able to do this season. Last year, really just a struggle for them, but they've clearly put that behind them.
Oh, they're a different team this year for sure. They've got that confidence, that drive back. That was missing for so much of last year.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. They've got Collins. Crabbe is out there with Young. Then there's Len. Here's Lamb. Brogdon kicks to Oladipo. 6 to shoot. Over Crabbe. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Oladipo's got the game going with his first points of the game for Indiana.
Wow, what an incredible homecoming for Victor Oladipo in Indiana. This guy put up career year numbers and went from being a piece of a team to somebody you can actually build around.
Shot by Collins, no good. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a loss to the Detroit Pistons. Brogdon kicks to Turner. Oladipo outside. Back to Turner. Over Collins. Here's Warren. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Warren's got his first points of the game. Young against Brogdon. Herter covered by Lamb. Young from outside drops in the tray.
The most lethal part of Young's game. His outside shot is often on the money.
And Oladipo kicks to Turner. Back to Oladipo over Crabbe, and it's Oladipo that time on the assist by Turner. Oladipo's got his second bucket.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Now here's Crabbe, guarded by Oladipo. Crabbe finds Young. To the right side. The Pacers pull it in. They beat the Hawks during their last encounter in Atlanta.
And when you shoot a high percentage from distance, that gives you momentum and really keeps the opponent on the ropes.
The other thing it does, Greg, it opens up the floor, right? The other team had 0 answer for their outside shooting in that one.
Here's Young after the made shot from Victor Oladipo. Herter covered by Lamb. One kick kicks to Young. Hawks passing it around. No problems knocking that one down. Collins has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The Pacers have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Feeds it to Turner. And stolen by Crabbe. Inside, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. To the paint, here's Turner, and it's slammed in by Turner.
And you can get a real sense that Victor Oladipo loves sharing the wealth. What a nice look.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Nate McMillan. We talked about their keys in prepping for this game, and he said defense is always our first priority. We don't want our shot blockers getting into foul trouble. We want them to play smart. But having those guys back there does allow our perimeter guys the freedom to play up and be aggressive. Kevin?
Thanks, David. And guys, do you agree that they have to put the emphasis on their defense here early on?
I do. I think it's a great idea to play to your strengths, and defense is a strong suit for this group.
Well, it's something that they have considered their signature. The defensive end of the floor is something they bring every single game.
And so it's Atlanta with it. The Pacers making the shot. To the left wing. Collins passes to Young. Shoots over Brogdon. It's deflected.
Boy, T.J. Warren showing some activity on the defensive end. Great timing on that block.
Here's Lamb. Lamb with the block. There's Crabbe with the 3. That one's not going to go. And Indiana will go the other way with it. Now, here's Oladipo. He's guarded closely. The offensive rebound. And the rejection by Collins. And he recovers it. And Victor Oladipo hits from deep. Oladipo's got 9.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Young against Brogdon. And Young kicks to Len. Here's Collins. It's hauled in by Warren. Indiana leading by 6. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Sabonis, he's checked in for Indiana. And a change for the Hawks. Parker's checked in. By this point in the season, Doris, certain teams have been hit hard by the injury bug, and the truth is the next man up, the next player up, can be easier said than done.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, Kevin. Sometimes it's not necessarily when the injury happens, it's who has the injury hit. So a all-star level player, an MVP caliber player, can't necessarily be replaced one for one. So sometimes you've got to make some schematic adjustments, and sometimes you've got to rely on the whole to pick up the one big star that's gone down.
I always thought character is really revealed when you start losing a couple players to injury.
No doubt, Kevin.
6 on the shot clock. Shot from 12. Collins grabs the miss. The Hawks trail by 6. Crab finds Len. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
Well, with the length and athleticism, the intimidation becoming a factor. Len aggressive in the painted area, draws the foul.
Alex Len, Doris, drafted number 5 overall. He shows flashes and has the physical ability.
This is why scouting is such a tricky business. You can see some raw talent, and then you have to wait for that talent to develop. Alex Len has the length that teams are looking for, but you also need to have floor spacing to operate your offense efficiently, and traditionally, that hasn't been part of Len's game.
That free throw, no good.
Well, Alex Len has the kind of length and interior game to make himself valuable. A solid big man, somebody you want in your rotation.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Jones checked in for John Collins. Turner comes in for Alan Crabb, and it's Bembry in for Young. He hits the second from the line.
How about the Indiana Pacers last year? There were so many that predicted them to be a lottery candidate, and instead they end up with 48 wins, finishes the 5th seed in the East. Woo-hoo, what a year.
Now, here's McConnell. He's coming off a 16-point game against Detroit. Holiday against Parker. Scooped up. Sabonis, and Jones sends it back. Holiday against Turner. Good work there as it goes. And Doris, the Pacers were one of last season's biggest surprises.
How about they took LeBron and the Cleveland Cavaliers to a Game 7 in the first round? That's the first time a team has ever taken LeBron to Game 7 in the opening round of the playoffs. Yes, they lost, but what a great learning experience for a young team.
Holiday gets the bucket.
I'll tell you, that play was not as easy as he made it look. A moving target, it has to be perfectly placed, really pretty.
Now here's Turner. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Left side, Jones. Parker inside, guarded by Holiday. Parker's shot is off.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
The shot by Holiday, no good. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Trailing by 5. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
You know, they worked hard, they drew fouls, but they just couldn't convert at the line.
I think that's the most frustrating thing, right? You've earned the opportunity to take those free throws, and you don't cash in at the line.
Here's Bembry after Indiana gets the 3. He kicks it to Parker. To the inside. Jones, the pass to Len. Here's Bembry. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Pacers leading by 6. Down low. Here's Sabonis. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Turner against Holiday. Len finds Turner. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, what a great setup by Alex Len, developing such a good feel for the game.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Yeah, they gave up in that one. The defense constantly breaking down way too many times.
I think there has to be better communication. All 5 guys tied together, and what happened to them is what happens when you play lackluster defense.
Vince Carter, he's checked in for Atlanta. Indiana's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. McConnell kicks to McDermott. Back to McConnell. And the pass to McDermott. Cranes the three-pointer. And the Pacers lead by 9.
Well, McDermott's known for that catch-and-shoot game. The rise and fire on the catch. Pretty.
Here's Bembry. Pass to Carter. Lays it up off the glass. Bembry's got his second basket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
McConnell with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's McDermott. The shot that time not on target. Good D by Parker. The Hawks trail by 7. To the paint, taken away by Holiday. And here are the Pacers now. Some nice passing here by Indiana. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
And both offenses in rhythm here to start the game.
Boy, these teams can't miss so far. If you love good offense, this is your game.
Now here's Parker. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Cleveland. Outside Carter. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession. These are the teams that have been really dominant in the paint so far this season. Number 5, the Hawks.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
McConnell kicks to Sabonis. Carter against Holiday. Now here's Sabonis, guarded closer. Clock at 6. Poked away from the baseline. Atlanta with the rebound. 1:16 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Carter, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Doug McDermott.
Well, Carter, just a freak of nature. One of the best dunkers the game has ever seen. A top-tier shooting guard who just embraces the spotlight.
And the first one drops. Well, Greg, for Atlanta, it was out with the old and in with the new for the point guard position for the Hawks.
And Hawks were able to trade down and still get the guy they wanted in Young. See him as an impact guard to build around for the future. Had to move Schroeder to free up space for Young, but this team now has a clear core to build around.
Well, a big strength of this Indiana team is how well they take care of their possessions.
They were right near the top of the league, Kevin, in terms of the fewest turnover committed. And this whole team, to me, seems to play with a level of calmness and good decision-making. And let's give Nate McMillan some credit for that.
Now here's McDermott from past the arc. Evan Turner grabs the board.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
That's tipped. And here's Holiday. He's got 7. Outside Holiday. Another shot. Sabonis, the pass to McDermott. McConnell scanning the floor. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Outside Holiday. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Herter guarded by Holiday. It's Vince Carter on the wing. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Victor Oladipo getting it done for Indiana. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with them. Back right after this. You may not remember Vince Carter traded on draft night for his college teammate Antoine Jamison, but he talked about that crazy exchange.
So as I'm sitting back there, he's like, there's been a trade, you know, Toronto Raptors and Golden State make a trade for Antoine Jamison, Vince Carter right there. So our families are sitting right next to each other. So they're fixing the hat, and all of a sudden it's like, all right, here's your hat. All right, give us that hat. Move forward. So it was just the weirdest thing.
The 5th and 6th picks in the draft, both of them went on to great careers.
And draft day trades happen all the time, but being traded for your college teammate, pick apart, that's pretty unique.
And we're getting back to the action in our New Year's Eve broadcast. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
I mean, they're winning the turnover battle, and oftentimes that can swing things your way.
Well, you really like the activity on the defensive end. Outstanding, jumping into passing lanes and coming up with steals.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court right now for the Pacers. Sabonis is out there with Warren. Then it's Jeremy Lamb, and it's Holiday in a 2-guard. Now here's Brogdon. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Detroit.
And, you know, he was getting fouled time and time again and really delivered at the free throw line. Huge contribution there, guys.
Out to Carter. The 3. Cans it from downtown. Carter's got 5.
Guys, listen, the defense was totally invisible on that 3-point attempt. Nobody even in his zip code.
Here's Oladipo. Here's Warren. The kick out to Oladipo. Sinks the 3-pointer. 12 points for him.
You know, Victor Oladipo has a lethal offensive game, and he knows when to fill it up.
Now, here is Young. 32 points for him last game against Cleveland.
Well, in addition to the scoring, he found ways to initiate contact from the defense and get himself to the line. The defense clearly frustrated, trying to get a way to stop him.
Poked loose. Indiana leading by 4. Now Brogdon. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Oladipo. The shot, no good. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Herter. And he banks in the layup.
Well, everything starts with a great pass, right? That's really pretty.
And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. And Indiana making a change here. Turner's checked in. Collins checked in for Atlanta. Crabbe comes in for Vince Carter. And here are the Pacers now. Brogdon finds Turner. Atlanta with the rebound.
Boy, it's tough to see how he misses that one. I don't think the defense was all that tight on him.
And when you watch Collins play, Greg, you just can't help but notice how athletic he is going to the rim.
Man, his hang time and ability to throw it down make him an ideal finisher inside. Very efficient because he's not only a strong finisher, but also enjoys attacking the rim. And does a great job, I think, of picking up misses, just being a pest for the defense.
Here's Lamb following the bucket by the Hawks. Shot clock at 6. Down low. Here's Turner. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
Well, 6'11", 255 pounds. Miles Turner using that size to his advantage.
Young against Brogdon. And Young kicks to Parker. Now here's Crabbe. Defense right on him. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul goes against Indiana. And Alan Crabb, a strong shooter from outside, but he can still be a bit streaky, Greg, at times.
Yeah, I mean, he'll joke with himself that when he's off, he plays like Allen, but when he's on, he's playing like AC. I mean, he uses that Jekyll and Hyde motivation to make sure he stays aggressive on offense. The team and coaching staff are in on it as well, as they know a hot Crab is a handful to deal with.
Atlanta making a switch here. Len's checked in, and the second free throw, good.
I think if there's one thing that he's proven, it's that Alan Crabb can shoot the basketball. Now it's his responsibility to keep adding to his game.
Now here's Brogdon. Lob pass to Warren, and it's Warren with the jam.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Here's Young. He has 6. It's good from long range.
And that's just something that Young excels at. Boy, a joy to watch this guy shoot the ball.
Oladipo taking his time here. Fader on the way, and the rejection by Collins. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, Alan Crabb, a player who personifies that 3-and-D guy. A great career shooting percentage from deep, and he's always been a very good defender.
The Hawks have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And last season, Crabb taking a lot more threes than normal.
I'll tell you this, he was given the green light and didn't hesitate. This guy took more shots in general because he was a bigger part of the offense. But to me, there's still some room to expand that game.
Second free throw, no good. It's stolen by Lamb. And there's the call on John Collins. That is his first foul of the game. Indiana's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. And Lamb kicks to Warren. Indiana moving it around. And slam dunk by Lamb.
Well, this is one aspect you'd like to see more of from T.J. Warren. We know he's a great scorer. Pretty dime there.
Warren against Young to the paint. Collins, good. Collins has got the lead up to 1 now for the Hawks.
Listen, he's been a key component of their offense tonight. Efficient and effective.
Now, here's Oladipo. He's guarded by Crabb. Turner passes to Warren, and it's Warren with the jam.
You can see Turner evolving as a passer. He wants to set his teammates up. That's a pretty look.
To the left side wing. Collins with it. Now defended by Warren. Collins against Warren. Crabb kicks to Young. Over Oladipo. In Atlanta again with the bucket.
And yes, sometimes Young can't be stopped. This is the kind of player he can be.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Doris, when it comes to filling in the rest of a roster, the pieces around your star players, what qualities you think these teams are looking for, or would you be looking for in a role player?
Well, I think one of the first things you have to think about, or what are the best attributes of my stars? So is my star a great driver creator? Then I need to put great shooters around him to enhance his driving and playmaking abilities. But the other part of a role player is you've got to be willing to do the dirty work, to sacrifice the headlines and dig in on the defensive end, to absorb the best matchup of the opponent every night. And that means sometimes you're going to get scored on 5-6 times in a row. That's how good the offensive players in the league are. So there are many qualities, but those are just a couple off the top of my head, Kev.
The shot by Turner, no good.
Well, there's no consistency from the field in this quarter. We'll see if he can get his shot going.
Crabb, good.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Now, here's McConnell. No points in the game yet for him. Warren. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got his 5th rebound in this one. Knocked loose. Kicks it to Len. The rebound by Turner.
The only way he doesn't finish is if the defense gets in his face. Nice job.
And here we go. And it's Len. That time on the assist by Young. Young's got 5 assists in the game. Here's McConnell. Outside Turner. His first shot coming late, and that one goes long.
And why take that contested shot? I mean, make the extra pass.
Well, that's a head scratcher. When the defense is in your grill, move the ball.
Now here's Crabb. Young dishes to Crabb. Drills it from outside. Crabb's got 7 points.
You know, rough start for him, but he seems to have turned the corner here in the second period.
An even 3-on-3 break. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Pacers trail by 8. Here's McDermott. Offensive rebound. Warren.
When T.J. Warren is being aggressive, good things tend to happen. Puts the defense in a tough spot there.
Remember, T.J. Warren, he averaged 25 a game his second season at NC State. You want to know his role in the NBA? It's quite simple. A professional scorer.
Two shots.
And he makes the first.
Well, I love T.J. Warren. The reason, guys, is he's proven to be a dependable scorer who's got good versatility, and he can play either forward position. So important in today's NBA.
Both free throws good from Warren.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Holiday against Young. Over in the corner, Turner. Knocks it loose and stolen by McConnell. Here's Warren. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got his 4th assist in this one.
I tell you, get the feeling he's only going to get better as this game wears on. That first quarter was good. His second quarter has been great.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. And with Warren, with kind of an old school approach, Greg, very active with his mid-range game.
And this guy can get buckets around that rim. As he stretches his range, I think he'll only get more and more dangerous.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Warren. Then for the Hawks, Jones checked in for Len. Carter comes in for Allen Crabb. And it's Bembry in for Young. Carter outside to the middle, trying to find Jones. He gets it to him. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Outside Holiday. Inside. Pass to McDermott. No good that time. Good D by Jones.
I'll tell you, I hate to say it, but he's been dragging them down all night. The effort's there, but he continues to be ice cold.
Now, here's McConnell, guarded closely. Sabonis kicks to Holiday. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. Atlanta leading by 6. Outside, Jones. It's Vince Carter on the wing. He's covered by McConnell.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for Indiana. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That sets off a 5-game tour for them. Holiday against Turner. 5 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. Bembry with the rebound. Atlanta's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Carter, that's good. And it's a 10-point Hawks lead. Here's McConnell. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Sabonis. And Jones sends it back. Bembry the pass to Collins. He gets it in there.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Indiana's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's McDermott. And he can't stop the run as he misses. The Hawks leading by 12. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
And no doubt they've been the more efficient team in this first half.
Well, I think they're getting quality shots, and it's thanks to how aggressive they have been in this half.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Evan Turner, the former #2 pick out of Ohio State, you know, acts as a utility knife for this team. He can wear a lot of different hats. His versatility might be his best trait. And looking now at some numbers for Sabonis. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. 11th in field goal percentage. And he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And as you mentioned, one of the more efficient scorers in pro basketball. He challenges defenders with his bravado. And more often than not, he prevails. There's the pass to McConnell. Sabonis kicks to McConnell. Clock at 6. Goes up to the stripe. Here's Leaf. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Indiana. On Friday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago against the Bulls. Then on Sunday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Toronto Raptors.
And for their matchup with the Celtics, you know they're going to want to make a statement in that contest. Taking down the top team in the East would definitely turn some heads.
And he can't get the first one. And with Turner, as you mentioned, Greg, he can play both wing spots and does whatever you need from him on offense.
Well, you like when he's playing in the post and bullying small wings. Much better from that area of the floor than from outside. He also can act as a playmaker, very adept at running the pick and roll.
McConnell finds Holiday. Now here's Sabonis to end the run. No good. Good D by Jones.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And looking at Jabari Parker, 6'8", about 250 pounds. Greg, what's his best position?
You know, I think he has a small forward skill, but with the way the game is changing, you could see him play some power forward as well. And I think his best fit might just be at the 4 because of the mismatch he can create.
That's good from Parker. White, he's checked in for Bembry. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And that free throw percentage has dropped to under 60 now, having a horrible time from the line in this quarter.
I'll tell you, he gets into terrific post position. The entry feed is right where it needs to be.
On the wing, Turner. The Hawks have made 7 of their last 12 attempts at the line.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
The throw good, Evan Turner. Lamb, he's checked in for the Pacers. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Poitras, he's checked in for White. Both free throws good from Turner. 30 seconds left now here in the second. Holiday, the pass to Oladipo. Back to Holiday. To the inside. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday.
Well, that's an example of two teammates on a different page. They're both looking at each other like, hey, what was going on there?
There's 18 seconds left to play here in the half. Herter, guarded by Oladipo. Back to Turner. Parsons on the wing. Tries again. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
And you can't end the period any better than that.
Boy, you call that a perfect closeout. You love the aggressiveness on the offensive end leading to that final shot.
And so it's Atlanta out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. Back right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. So far, a pretty lopsided game, but still one half to play. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Some struggles for Atlanta in the first quarter. They gave themselves a lot of work to do by letting the deficit get to as many as 9 points in the period. The surge they made in the second quarter was almost hard to believe. I mean, this was a team that instantly became unstoppable and now on the verge of a blowout. Kenny, what was your take on Atlanta?
In terms of their offensive performance, that was a very well-played half of basketball. Good ball movement off the ball, hard screens being set, and they found the guy for the open look. That's how they were able to shoot such a tremendous percentage from the field. With that fluid, efficient offense, they'll be tough to catch in the second half.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Indiana?
Not pretty to watch how they get torched in the low post, Ernie. When they were playing defense in the post, you know me, Ernie. Barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert. This team is going to have to up the pressure, play more physical in the second half, start a fight, throw some bowls. Let's go.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
A flyover of downtown gives you a great perspective of our location as we welcome you back to Indianapolis. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. One of the stories here, John Collins getting it done today.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
You know, I think, Greg, they never settled for the first look. It was always about let's get the best shot possible, really good judgment on the offensive end.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Well, we've got a moment here. The top free throw shooters in the league. The 4th spot held by Jeremy Lamb.
I mean, he's not going to miss many foul shots. That's for sure. He is a machine when he gets to the charity stripe.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. 17-point game. Brogdon finds Warren. From outside the arc. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Checking out the group for Lloyd Pierce to start the second half. Collins is out there with Alex Len. Then it's Alan Crabb. Then it's Young. And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for Indiana. The shot by Brogdon wide open. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Brogdon's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Pacers. Young against Brogdon. And Young kicks to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention, then takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
Now here's Lamb. Turner trying to free himself up. And the rejection by Collins. Bucket is good.
I'll tell you, he's been one area they haven't had to worry about tonight. He's been scoring at will.
Brogdon against Young. Pass to Len. Herter covered by Lamb. And the call will be against Alex Len. That's his first foul. Pacers trail by 14. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. The baseline J.
Well, there's a length and timing and anticipation. Alan Crabb being a factor on the defensive end right now.
Nate McMillan, Doris, a longtime coach in the NBA, has done his part in this Indiana Pacers rebuild.
I think the first thing that Nate had to handle was the turmoil of the team after the Paul George deal, right? So he empowers a young core, and he deserves a ton of credit in the surprisingly good season the Pacers had.
Len's shot is off.
They've got to start working for better shots. Just 1 for 4 in the second half so far.
And it's Warren with the jam.
Well, strong desire to get on the interior. T.J. Warren attacking with ferocity.
The Hawks leading by 12. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Young passes to Collins. To the paint. It's tipped. And the dunk by Len.
We've always talked about Alex Len's natural tools, Kevin, and he can assault the rim on a consistent basis.
And the Pacers call time here. And Doris, to try and improve the flow of the games, teams now have fewer timeouts. Players have to be faster about retaking the court after stoppages. I'm assuming you're like me, all good things, right?
I agree, Kevin, and I think what people don't know is the impetus from this actually came from the coaches themselves. Rick Carlisle said, listen, we need to pick up the pace of play because we'd like our games to fit in a certain time frame. And listen, when you've got the leadership at the top in Adam Silver, who always makes clear that game flow is one of his focuses and that this is an entertainment medium and let's please our fans, you're going to make the right choices.
The Pacers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good. You know, Doris, there's a lot to like about T.J. Warren's game, especially on the offensive end.
You're right. He's resourceful. He's versatile. There's enough size there to challenge you on the interior. He's worked on that perimeter skill. Just one of the guys who naturally knows how to score.
Both free throws good from Warren. Atlanta leading by 12. And Young kicks to Crab. Back to Young. Pass to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
You know, an awesome decision maker in that pick and roll. Young taking whatever he sees in these sets.
Indiana moving it around. Stolen by Len. From deep. Young's shot is off.
And you know, he's got the ability, but the question is that really the best shot you can get?
You know, I don't think so, Greg. The defense will give up that deep a shot all day. You got to continue to move the basketball.
The Pacers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. That free throw good from Turner. And when you see Miles Turner play on the offensive side of the ball, the amount of skill he has at his age is just amazing.
Yeah, already a great pick and pop player. You know, not going to be much of a banger down low, but has enough touch outside where he won't need to be. But while he's still a work in progress offensively, I think he's shown that he has a very high ceiling in terms of his skill set.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
And Young, here we go. And it's sent back by Turner.
How about Turner's ability to anticipate when the shooter's going to release? Couldn't be better at timing his rejections.
Knocks down the three ball.
Gentlemen, this guy goes from good three-point shooter to great when you give him that kind of space.
Brogdon kicks to Oladipo. That one, no good. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Here's Parker. It's rebounded by Indiana. Warren's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
Pretty early to be over the limit. That foul situation is something we want to keep an eye on.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
And he has grooved his stroke at the line this season and been able to maintain it with an average of 90%.
And he makes the first. Indoors last summer, we saw the inaugural season of the NBA 2K League. Over half the league's franchises fielding teams. And it looks to be the start of something very special and very unique.
No doubt, Kevin. And the NBA has always been an organization at the forefront of embracing technology. And the reality is there is a huge market for this. The younger generation gets just as excited with how their virtual home team is doing in the standings. Big things on the horizon for the NBA 2K League, and you better not square up against me, Kev. You got no shot.
Oh, okay. I've recorded that comment.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
First one falls for him. The Pacers making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. Both free throws good from Crab. Brogdon with it. 5 points in the game. He kicks to McDermott. On the wing, Turner bangs home the trifecta. Turner's got 5 points in the quarter.
Turner's ability to knock down the three is absolutely critical. His confidence from beyond the arc is remarkable.
And here's Young. 11 points in the game. Passes to Len. He dishes it to Parker. Lays it up and banks it in. Parker's got 5.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pacers trail by 14. Turner finds Brogdon. And here is Warren, defended by Young. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
This guy's so consistent shooting the basketball. T.J. Warren adept at getting defenders to bite on that up fake.
The Pacers have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. That free throw good from Warren. Sabonis, he's checked in for Indiana. T.J. McConnell comes in for Malcolm Brogdon. The Hawks making a switch here. He's off on the second.
Really getting after the defense since the break. He's so hard to keep off the line when he pushes the action.
Good on the bucket. 8 points for him.
Well, the height advantage in this matchup becomes a big factor when he's in the low box.
And so here is Indiana. After the basket by Atlanta. The kick out to Holiday. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got his 5th assist in this one. And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. 17 points was their biggest margin. Outside, Jones. Now the pass to Parker. Inside. Here's Young. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And here are the numbers for Turner. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. He's getting around 16 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. All around brilliance for him lately. And guys, he's really taken his play to another level.
Don't you get the sense, Greg, that the confidence is building game by game, and he's starting to put up the numbers that back it up?
And it's good. 2 points. Turner's got 11 points.
But Kevin, Miles Turner has great versatility, so he can score from anywhere, but right there is his bread and butter.
Young outside. Knocks it loose. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. And now it's time to look at our rookie leaderboard and see which of the first-year players are tops in assists during the last month. In the 3rd spot, Trae Young.
And he's been setting the table beautifully. I mean, that'll keep his veteran teammates really happy.
Now here's Turner. He has 6. Parker outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Turner.
And this is why this team considers Turner a defensive stalwart. Long arms, quick feet, the ability to contest shooters. Really good defense.
Textbook. Nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
And here's McConnell following the 3-pointer by Trae Young. McConnell passes to Sabonis. Over Parker. That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Sabonis. Atlanta's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. And Young kicks to Turner. Back to Young. Now here's Turner. 11 points in the game. And for Turner on the offensive end, it is all about consistency with his shot.
Right, Kevin, because with his length and athleticism, Miles Turner has proven he can be a factor on the defensive end. To me, it's about, with that face-up ability, can they count on him night after night?
That's good from Turner.
Well, to me, this franchise has got to be thrilled and excited about the upside Miles Turner has. He's a hard-nosed player who wants to be great, Kevin.
Bembry's checked in for Atlanta. Both free throws good from Turner. The Hawks leading by 9. Young finds Parker. Back to Young. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got 3 assists in the game. Indiana's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Left side, Warren shoots over Turner. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 5 rebounds tonight. Inside, Turner with the steal. Outside, Holiday to the middle. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Sabonis.
This guy's a skilled interior scorer. There's height, there's great shot selection. Sabonis doing work right now.
Young taking his time here. Bembry kicks to Young. On the wing, Turner, 5 to shoot. Takes a 3. Sabonis grabs the ball. Sabonis has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
I don't think many knew what to expect from Domantas Sabonis after his trade to Indiana, but what they got is a very smart basketball player who's got size, feel, and skill.
Free throw good, Sabonis. And for Sabonis, a big part was just getting more chances to develop.
And I think, Kevin, we see that quite often with young players. But his most impressive aspect is the court awareness he possesses. Let's remember, Domantas has Arvydas, one of the all-time great big men passers, as his dad.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Well, Domantas Sabonis, the son of a legend, to me, guys, he has everything he needs to be an effective player for years to come in the NBA. Size, length, feel, there's a lot to like.
And Jones gets it to go in on the assist by Parker. Jones has got 10 points in the game. Pacers trail by 9. Now McConnell. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Right side, Turner uncovered. That one off the back iron and out.
I'll tell you, it'd be a big help if he could snap out of this cold streak. His shooting has been hurting them.
Shots good from Young.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively, it's hard to close off the lane.
Now here is Holiday. He has 5. Turner comes with the double team. And Holiday kicks to McConnell. And the rejection by Collins. Jones in the post. Sabonis is there. And the basket by Jones. Jones has got 6 here in this quarter. Here's McConnell. To the inside. Sabonis. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. He's got 10.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
And Young, here we go. Collins kicks to Parker. 6 to shoot. Back to Collins. And the 3 ball is good. Collins has got 19 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
McConnell passes to Sabonis. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2. And he knocks down the first one.
And really one of the best assets of Sabonis is his mind for the game. Very aware on the offensive end, knows how to create chances, and just plays the game with his mind as much as his athleticism.
Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for the Pacers. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for T.J. McConnell. And for Sabonis, we all know his father was one of the best when it came to seeing the floor, Greg. As a big man, his passing game was terrific.
And skills like that go a long way in the NBA. Sabonis does all the little things that free up shots for himself and his teammates. Is starting to play with more aggression, and this is a guy that can be an all-star.
Now, here's Oladipo. He's got 12. Pass to Sabonis. From deep. And Victor Oladipo gets the three. Oladipo's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Indiana. The Hawk shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. Crabbe in the corner. The dish to Parker. Collins against Holiday. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. That's tipped. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Now, here's Oladipo. He's guarded by Crabbe. Oladipo outside. Over Crabbe. Misses. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We've got more in store for you right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that, Greg, putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Pacers trail by 9. Jeremy Lamb out there with Warren. Then it's Sabonis. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Brogdon in at the point. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
Obviously, he's not the top priority for the defense in those situations. It results in an open three.
Herter, guarded by Oladipo. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That's foul number 2 for him. Here is Parker. The feed to Crabbe. Over Oladipo. Knocks down the 10-footer. And the Hawks lead by 8.
Boy, if Allen Crabbe is going to make contested shots like this, give him just a tip of the cap, because that is nice.
Brogdon kicks to Sabonis. Pass to Lamb. Just 4 to shoot. Rejected by Len.
And Kev, you see the agility of Alex Len in good position for the spot.
Crabbe, good.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Right, really a disappointing effort on the defensive end, not offering any challenge at all at the cup.
Here's Brogdon following the bucket by the Hawks. Oladipo outside. Pass to Sabonis. Over Collins. Sabonis, no good. The Hawks leading by 10. Parker inside, guarded by Oladipo. Parker dishes to Crabbe. Shot by Collins, no good.
Boy, a little too casual on the layup. Temporary loss of focus, not good.
The Pacers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Brogdon kicks to Lamb. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. Atlanta calls timeout.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on Lloyd Pierce talking with his team. He told his team to keep looking for those perimeter shots. He said their defense is not respecting us, so let's keep shooting until they come out on us, guys.
Thank you, David. Now here's Crabb. Count that one. Crabb's got 6 points in the quarter.
Alan Crabb doing work on the interior, sir. Okay.
Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. And the Hawks making a change here. Young's checked in. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Herter covered by Lamb. Back to Young. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, just exceptional focus on these hard finishes. Young welcomes getting physical on the way up.
One shot, gentlemen.
That one misses for Young. And for Trae Young, it's a little unfair that he's already being compared to Steph Curry.
Scouts are always going to look for comparisons. And I'm not saying Young is Curry, but many of the strengths and weaknesses are similar. The size and athleticism, the insane range, and both have that it factor.
He's cold from deep. 0 threes in the second half after hitting just one in the first.
It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Victor Oladipo. Brogdon against Young. Kicks it to Land. Stolen by Brogdon. Here's Lamb. To the middle. Here's Warren. Atlanta with the rebound. Parker's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Young to the paint. Herter. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Oladipo, the pass to Sabonis. He kicks it to Lamb. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense.
And I'll tell you, Trae Young, go big or go home. Always gives you 100%, as competitive as they come. And the young fella wants to win so badly, sometimes that emotion really comes out.
Now, here's Sabonis. On defense, the Hawks. 17 points was their biggest margin. And you know, Greg, it's amazing the impact Young makes, especially, of course, on the offensive end.
High-level shot maker, a threat the moment he crosses half court. Instinctive playmaker, just needs to play more within himself and avoid over-dribbling.
Crabb in the corner. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Brogdon. Sweet little floater.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
The Hawks leading by 7. Young outside to the middle. Len finds Crabb. Good on the three-point shot. Crabb's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
There's the lob to Oladipo. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. With the teardrop. Oladipo with the block.
The defensive instincts of Victor Oladipo are superb. This guy understands exactly when to rise for the rejection.
Turner's checked in for Sabonis. Brogdon kicks to Oladipo. Down low. Here's Turner. Rejected by Len. Crabbe with the ball. And the dunk by Parker.
Well, Alan Crabbe continues to develop his skill, and that's a pretty pass right there.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Now, here's Oladipo. Launches a three. Indiana again missing. Atlanta leading by 12. Back to Parker. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
I'll tell you, you've got to admire the energy. This guy really wants to put this one away.
Mind the lanes. One shot.
Pacers trail by 15. Poked loose. Young passes to Crabbe. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo.
Well, Alan Crabbe is a guy who's got athleticism and an ability to draw contact. Nicely done.
Two shots.
That's good from Crabbe.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And good job bringing that free throw percentage up here in the second half, doing a great job at the line.
It's Turner, high post. To halt the run, and he lays it up and in.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Now here's Crabbe, guarded by Oladipo. Len down low. He's against Turner. Shot clock at 5. Crabbe from long range. That shot off the mark. Nice D from Oladipo. Brogdon against Young. And a wide open look for Lamb. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got his 5th assist in this one. And here's Young to the inside. Len, good.
Yeah, Kev, nice work in the painted area. Alex Len with the size and skill to do more of this.
And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. The pass to Brogdon. To the middle. Here's Turner. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Oh, since the break, his efficiency has gone up a notch, looking really polished now.
Atlanta leading by 12. Right wing. Herter, covered by Lamb. Parker finds Len. Shoots over Turner, but they get it back. Parker buries it down low. Parker's got 9 points now in just the second half.
I love this approach. Despite the lead, still attacking, adding fuel to the fire.
They are absolutely relentless right now, Greg. There's no end in sight. They are going for it.
Now, here's Oladipo. Good on the shot. Oladipo's got 21 in the game.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Now, here is Young. And it's Parker in the corner. Dishes it to Len. Back to Parker. Hawks passing it around. And it's sent back by Turner. And the shot goes in.
And they've gotten very aggressive on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting a lot of second chance points.
And Oladipo kicks to Lamb. Pass to Oladipo. Just 5 to shoot. And Turner with the slam.
And this is why Miles Turner is such a high percentage scorer. You combine length, athleticism, and basketball skills. Good luck with that, defense.
Now, here is Young. He dishes it to Len. And the dunk by Len.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
Yeah, you know, they may have gotten the feeling he would dish it off, but he had a surprise for them.
Timeout called, the Pacers.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
But, Greg, no resistance, right? They're allowing them to get any kind of shot they want close. That simply can't happen.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Trae Young.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he has.
Without his heroics here tonight, this could have been a second straight loss for them. But he was sensational, and instead of a losing streak, he may have them headed in the opposite direction now. Now here is Holiday. Oladipo outside. Pass to Brogdon. To the paint. Len with the block. Now Crabbe passes it to Len. Back to Crabbe. Inside. Turner with the steal. And stolen by Crabbe. Len dishes to Young. First free throw is good.
Pretty obvious Young believes in his ability. A fearless shooter who also does a good job at orchestrating the offense.
Jeremy Lamb's checked in for the Pacers. And so Young nails them both. Pacers trail by 16. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Oladipo left side. And Turner kicks to Warren. Over Collins. He can't get it to go. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Brogdon against Young. Beyond the arc. And Oladipo pulls it down. Indiana's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Young with the steal. Collins passes to Young. Now here's Crabbe. D right on him. 16 feet away. Feeds it to Len. Shoots over Turner. That one rolling around and rims out.
Yeah, good interior D there. Prevents the deuce.
Well, if he wasn't there, that shot's going in. Love the effort on the defensive end.
The Hawks leading by 16.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Hawks.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
This team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
Really a big-time win for these guys. They lost their first 2 games of the year to this team, so they won't be in danger of getting swept when they meet for the 4th time.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Trae Young.
I think his steals tell the story. This guy was a disruptive force, and I don't think you can underestimate how important it is for a team to have someone in that role.
There's 49 seconds left in the game. Here's Lamb. Out to Turner. 5 to shoot. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Grab the pass to Collins. Over McDermott. Misses off the right iron. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Now, here is Young. He's covered by McConnell. And there's the feed to Collins. Back to Young. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Jabari, looks like you're getting back in stride, and you have certainly had adversity with the knee injuries the last few years. How have you been able to battle through them?
It's been tough, to tell you the truth, but, you know, the race is not won to the swift, but the one to endure, so I'm trying to keep that motive.
You have certainly endured and thrived, Jabari. Thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.